Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from Galactory. So in today's video we're going to be expanding the base once more. As we said in the previous video, we're going to see if we can improve our beaming capacity to space. Let's have a look real quickly. So this one's almost finished. Then we will need so much more. Is it already safe to go? Oh no, it's not safe to go. Oh no, oh no.
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, now it is. That was a little bit risky right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. Let's see if we can change it soon. But of course, we have this massive amount of additional room on top. So that's actually pretty good. It does look promising. These seem to be like totally filled up and kind of useless. So we do have to check out like which thing we still have to make and store perhaps in the game as well. So I was thinking about making a universal storage like around here so that we basically can store any item and access it pretty easily for ourselves. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult because we will have to make a bigger platform than this, but I think it's going to be possible for sure. But we do have to extend this little part over here to make that work. So let's just get going, I suppose. And let's see. That should be about right. So yeah, this game is just placing pillars all day in order to get it working. But I'm okay with it. They should have called this StarRupture because of all the pillars. Chiboom, chiboom, chiboom. A lot of pillars. And then we go over here. There we go. And as you can see, we can now place our little pillars. Very well. And our technology is almost finished. Oh no, ooh, that was really close. If you fall in the gap, you're pretty much stuck.
Great work. Future health solutions have
Very
received
good.
shipment.
Yes,
Check
yes.
your rewards in the terminal.
Yeah, we will later on.
That's just what I need.
So wolfram powder is not really useful. Okay, this is quite bad. We need to go and make tubes in a fabricator, but I have no idea what a fabricator needs to make that. So let's have a look. There's not really a lot of space left over, so I've got the idea to start working on our second floor. And let's have a quick sneak peek on a fabricator and what we need to make the tubes. So let's just place it like here. Tube. Okay, we need the titanium rods and the titanium sheets. So maybe because we have these smelters over here, we could theoretically also send them out this way, and then we could produce them over here. That's a good question. Let's think this through. So let's make some titanium rods in this one. Then we will do another one, and then the combination of the two goes back in this one that makes the tubes. So this one's gonna make the sheets. Then we need to route a second line towards... this is really difficult, to be honest. One of the best things we could do is create a loop system so that it comes back over here. So one of the options we have is to connect this one back up. So we have to try and get that one back up here. I think that will work, but I'm not entirely sure. And let's work with line 2 straight away. Let's see if this is even possible. Yes, it is actually possible. It just goes a little bit buggy mode over there, but that doesn't matter too much. So let's give it another try. Let's put
Necesito agua.
another pillar over here, another one over there. My hydration is low. Do we still have some water balls with us? Yes, we do. Let's drink some water balls. Delicious. Delicious. Okay. Now we take number 2 rail back up here and then up there. And then like this. And then like this. And then it works. It actually works. So the entire farm is able to split over to this location. That is really nice, actually. We should upgrade all the rails to level 2 soon, but let's just wait it out just a little bit longer. This building is colliding with another building. Yes, it is the damn little rail system. Let's get rid of that real quickly for all of these, because we won't be able to use that with the rail system. It is actually true. It is really limiting it. It's sad because, like, I do like the decorations, because now it's like a barrierless piece of factory, you know. It doesn't make sense. They will probably fix that in the future, of course, but we'll see. So that one goes there, that one goes back there, that one goes over there, and then this one goes over there, and that one goes over there. And what happens is these resources will flow to the tube machine. There you go. The tube machine is now working. And yeah, there's one possibility to just connect it on the same rail as these. I know it doesn't make sense. Like, normally you wouldn't like mix these things, and I kind of misplaced that one. But normally you don't place rails like with each other, like in Factorio or Satisfactory, because it just gets mixed up on the belt system. But this is more like connecting electricity to it. So if it needs an item, it just requests it from any place. So you can actually make your entire factory with a single line, and it would be just like totally fine. So I do have an idea of redesigning the whole factory with a single belt, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but we'll see that in the future, of course. But this one's going to start making these tubes, and it's almost filled up entirely already. What we are going to do is we're going to try and add a little bit of a storage in between for tubes, and then we're just going to route the entire thing through it. Wait, that's not even possible. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. No, we can't. We have to change that a little bit, like so, and then we have to break it off with a rail connector like that, and then we'll add the storage deposit like so. Then we will connect you back up, and you go in the side I think that looks a little bit okay. It's not really the best, but it's good enough. And then when we have the tubes, we need to try and end up on the middle rail over there. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, perhaps. How are we going to connect it to that little part? I do have an idea. It seems to be that these are running quite well towards the end, and I think the back one was connected to the grid. But still, it's not what we actually want entirely. It is getting a little bit messy over here. That's not good. What are the possibilities? We could
Rupture status stable.
add a rail
Status stable.
over there. And we could make a really ugly line towards that area. We will fix that in the future, of course. But I'm thinking about how we're going to get this down. So we do have the ability to connect it on that one. But I'm not sure if that is actually possible. It is actually possible. Look at that. That just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to upgrade this rail as well towards level 2. Because we have so many little items. I think it's going to be better to split them. Upgrade the rail systems everywhere. Because why not? We can just do that if we want to. Level 2. Level 2. Level 2. Look at that. Much better already. Okay, so this one and that one. And this one. That one. That looks good. There we go. And then that one. It's a lot of upgrade work. But it's working out. So there you go. It just makes total sense, right? Now we have them connected to where they belong. And now we can reset all these machines. But that's why I made this second floor, by the way. Like, it's going to be much easier to do it from the top than between all the pillars and stuff. So let's do the tube one. The tube one. And see what happens. See if the tubes actually arrive. It looks like they're coming down, so that's good. And we're gonna blast through these things so quickly. These tubes, I need to make a second farm for that. Doesn't make sense to only have a one machine making them. Because we need like 1,000 of these. That one. And that one. Look at them go. My little minions. Flying up. Very great. Look at that. It is having issues going down. Very interesting. We need to take a look at that. Why is it going so slowly? This one is still level 1. That one's still level 1. That one's also still level 1. It really bothers me that I have to go and upgrade all of these. But it's gonna be alright. See if we can just make it happen. There is a slight issue. So that makes sense, maybe. Why is there so many broken ones? That is really weird. Let's upgrade these real quickly first. So that we can then fix it in one go. That one. And this one. That one. That one. I think we did all of these. It's really difficult to see. They probably should think about changing the color of the belts instead. And then it's much easier to spot the wrong ones. How many broken ones are there? Is it even possible? Stop being broken, man. Okay, that sounds better. That sounds really good, actually. Look at them go. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's insert some of them in here to speed it up a little bit. But I do have the feeling that for some reason they're not going to the right side. They should be able to cross to the right side as well. But why is this rail gray? Wait a second. That is something I've never seen before. That totally makes sense why they were lost. It seems to be that that one was broken. Uh-huh. That makes totally sense now. So soon they will go to the right side as well, probably. Yeah, there you go. Now they're splitting between each other. Yeah, that was the issue. There was just like a gray broken rail system over there. Look at that go. That's going to load it up so quickly, man. You want to do some uploading, baby? Look at that. We already did 10% so quickly. That is really good. But of course, as I said before, we do need like a second building style so that we can increase the tube manufacturing, maybe. That is very interesting. Look at that go. And this one is doing actually pretty all right with a single one. So it seems that the sheet one is keeping up pretty well, but the titanium rod seems to be a little bit low, maybe. So the crafting time is 2 seconds for this one and 2 seconds for that one. Well, it should be working just fine. I have no idea why that is as it is, let's say. Good question. But yeah, this game is really interesting in the way of how to construct these items. I am, however, wondering what the next recipes are that I still need to do. But I do know that we have to start working towards the calcium over there that we were actually working on the previous episode. So maybe we should continue that and check how many basic building materials we have. We can definitely improve that. Get ourselves a little bit of these.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha, for sure. So we should be building the calcium farm. And yeah, get to the next resource, I'd say. So we can make glass and stuff like that. I assume we can make glass with it. And then we can finish our little platform that we were just working on. Like so, to make a bigger storage in the future. Because I really want to make like a big storage area where all the components that I need will be placed. I used to do that in Satisfactory as well, like make one big place where all the items comes in. So they can just play around with them a little bit. Like so. And then we are going to place more pillars. This is really a pillar game, you know. It doesn't make sense how many pillars you have to place. So I'm getting really good at it, but at the start it really does not work out well. So go down, and then we test the first one, and then you just place all of them the same way. Try to match the height the whole time. Looks promising, looks promising. Go down, go up, go up. Oh no, we broke it already. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. I can't really see it too much from there, so we will try to match it. It's really hard without 3D glasses, I think, in this game. Like, the depth of field is really difficult to estimate. So, yeah, that. I'm not entirely sure if this part was necessary, but I assume... No, I kind of overkilled it. Oh no, yeah, but that doesn't matter too much, I guess. So let's just be placing these. Very nice. Boing, boing. Boop, boop. So many pillars. The sad thing is that you can't really drag them like the tiles. You have to place them manually, one by one. And as you can see, we did 2 wrong over here. So this one and the other one is broken. Oh no. Did I really place them wrong? What is going on with these 2? I assume it should be that height then. And then get rid of that one and place another pillar. But now it's like way too high. What the hell? What? Okay, that's really weird. You know what? That doesn't make sense at all, actually. So it should be like this. And like... It's so difficult to see, man. I really have no idea if this is correct. Yeah, I kind of knew that that one was too high up. It doesn't make sense, man. So I always look at like the pillar next to it. And then I just look at like the visual graphics. And I'm like, okay, it needs to go like one lower than that one visually. And that's how I kind of aim for how well it fits it. So as you can see, this part is done. Very good. Then we go down with this little ladder over here. And then we will platform it all the way to the farm over there. And at the same time, we make a really big wall doing this. I think that is really useful as well, having a big wall in this game. Because there will be aliens coming and raid your base in the future. And I guess it's going to be easier to protect when you have a wall like this in the game. But I'm not really sure like how they actually want you to build. There's not really a guideline for that. So it's really interesting. So like this, the really high up mountain bridge that I was building before a solar flare is now almost finished. And then we can expand our base once more and get a really nice operation going. So this is the part where we have to think about how we're gonna do this. There you go, just jump up. That's the old satisfactory way of building platforms underneath your belly. There you go, so we have a little bit of a pathway going. Very nice. What we could do is we can build the calcium farm left and right over here. I'm sorry. I had to sneeze like a panda. What shall we do? What shall we do? Shall we put them on the sides or should we not put them on the sides? It's really difficult. I have no clue. What shall we do with it? First of all, let's place some miners. Cannot build outside the base core area. Are you serious? Is that too far away? Just like again. You gotta be joking me. Well, we want to have it in a straight line. Of course, that would be nice. So what we can do is we can make one over here in the middle. Again. Or at the end. Oh, I got a good idea. That's even better. Let's go past it and then put a base core over there. I do think that works out. I'm not sure. Like the base does feel connected this way. So let's just do that. We're going to try Wait, that's actually a terrible idea if the miner comes over there. Let's see how big the miner actually is. Oh, well, the miner is just crossing this part, like literally. That is just a really big downside, to be honest. Let's think about this. But we do need the resources, but we just slightly put our base in the wrong area. So what shall we do? What shall we do? We should make a big ring around this. So the platform should be around here then. Okay, okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. So the idea is to get an asteroid quickly. Because we don't have those cores anymore. And then we should be able to place our little calcium miners. Thank you very much for this amazing rock. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you gotta be joking me, man. Just like on 99%, it decides to go and cool itself. So typical. So typical. Always the same. Okay, so let's have a look real quickly. Gonna stand on this tiny rock. No, we actually need to go over there. It's a better viewpoint. Chibear! You gotta be joking me. I can't even climb these rocks. Wait. I need to think of another way. I actually really need to get up there. That's it. Are you telling me I have to walk all the way around to get there? Come on, man. No, that's really too steep again. Well, yeah, in the meantime, we can do some little bit of an exploring going then. And then, no, that's too high up as well. Well, this is really difficult. I only need to go up a little bit. It's kind of blocking me from going up properly.
Come to mama.
Come to mama. Come to mama. Oh, there's more come to mamas over here. Ooh, there's a little root system over here. What is this all about? Hello, hello. Ooh, it's a hostile machine. What is it? What can I do with it?
Looks good.
Okay, so basically we should be able, look at that, that's already a base. It's like a spinal cord. So the idea is that I put a core thingy around here. So we need to try and put a core over here so that that place can stay open, and I can just make like a big square box around the mining area to keep the station having the same look, let's say. So then basically we have like a mining area that's built within the wall. Yeah, so that's the idea. And that means that we have to place a core around here. Yeah, I'd say around here. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Just all in one line, making it really awesome. And at the same time, for some reason, it just makes it happen. I have no idea how that is even possible. But that is beautiful, because we could literally go one step down. Let's not slide off this rock. And support our massive tower. I think this one's correct. I'm not sure. Nope, that was not correct. Oh no. We need to lower one more. Okay, 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 okay. Like that. Very good. Like so. That's so difficult to see. The one up, I think. And then like that. Yes, yes. Very good. That's what I want. And the cool thing is that when you block the world so much, and if you get the alien parts, I guess you're going to be safer than if you don't do that. I'm not entirely sure, but I do think that it will be a little bit more secure. And why is it one up too high? Come on, man. You gotta be joking me. The pillar system is not really my favorite. But I gotta tell you guys, it's already been 30 minutes since this episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this video today. And see you guys in the next one, when we are going to finish our calcium mine.